from the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel. This is a severe weather alert.
All right, it's currently mid-9 o'clock. I'm Fred Gossett here along with Kelly Ross and Ben Luna, Brian Wilson, and Sam Camp in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, continuing to monitor the situation with the severe weather threat overnight. We still don't currently have any warnings in any part of the viewing area, although they are starting to sneak a little bit closer. We still have the tornado watch over all of our Tennessee counties here, the dark shaded red counties, that runs until 5 a.m. In our viewing area, this includes Hardin County, Tennessee, Wayne County, Tennessee, Lawrence County, Tennessee, Giles County, Tennessee, Lewis County, Tennessee, Murray County, Tennessee, and Marshall County, Tennessee. Tornado watch valid until 5 a.m. Still not a tornado watch over northeast Mississippi or North Alabama yet. However, as storms get closer, that's likely to be issued here over the next hour or two. And I will also say that the National Weather Service office in Huntsville is monitoring what may be the beginning of storm development out ahead of the line over northeast Mississippi and northwest Alabama. And they have mentioned that if that does continue to intensify, a tornado watch may need to be issued sooner over North Alabama back into North Mississippi. So there's a lot we're watching. We'll switch to live Viper radar here. We'll start with the overall radar view. And notice we already have a lightning bolt here west of the Shoals in western parts of Lauderdale County, Alabama. We're starting to see spotty storm development now, stretching from northern areas of Lawrence County, Tennessee, back through the Shoals and just west of there into northeast Mississippi, well out ahead of the line. This is what we're watching to see if that capping inversion that we talked about last hour is starting to break. And now that we're seeing the cells get a little bit stronger, we're starting to see lightning strikes. It does look like the cap is trying to break, and these are trying to develop into thunderstorms. So we'll go here to the single site radar and zoom in a little closer, starting northwest Alabama, where the convection is a little bit stronger, and then we'll work northward into southern middle Tennessee, and then we'll work on the overall line itself. And none of these storms are severe, but you can see there's been a lot of development here within the past hour compared to when we were on live at 11 o'clock. We have multiple scattered cells here that are getting stronger, stretching from southwest Colbert County, Alabama, up into the Shoals Metro. A little bit of lightning here from time to time. That gives us an idea that the storm cells are starting to deepen and grow taller and starting to bust through that capping inversion. And then they stretch up through north central parts of Lauderdale County. We're also seeing the first attempts at the same thing happening in the northeast quadrant of Franklin County, Alabama. So this is what we're going to have to watch carefully, because there's still a tremendous amount of instability in the atmosphere. So if we do get these to bust through that cap, they will develop rapidly. And then there's also a lot of wind shear or spin in the atmosphere that would make it favorable for these to possibly become supercells. And if that does happen, these would be the storms we'll have to watch for that tornado threat very carefully. We'll go up to southern middle Tennessee. We can't switch to the high top radar as we do. Isolated storm development, one just northwest of downtown Loretto. Another one has shifted out of Summertown proper into southern areas of Murray County, Tennessee, near the Sandy Hook area. These are all shifting off to the northeast. None of these are severe right now. There's not a lot of lightning with them yet. It's mainly just a heavy rain shower situation. However, they are attempting to bust up through that capping inversion. And if they do, if they're successful at that, they could quickly grow into strong, severe thunderstorms. And given that cellular nature out of the head of the line, we'll have to watch very carefully for rotation. Don't say that to scare you, but that's the reality of the situation. It's still a question mark whether they can get through that cap, but if they do, this may be the beginning of the supercell situation that tries to develop ahead of the line. We'll go back to radar network and zoom out and look at the larger line itself. Off to the northwest, we have started to see more severe thunderstorm warnings on it. It's now approaching the I-40 corridor. It's moving quickly off to the southeast here. And over the next hour or so, this will likely start to move into places like Murray County, Tennessee, Lewis County, Tennessee. It may start knocking on the door of northern Wayne and northern Hardin counties in Tennessee. And then after 1 o'clock on through the rest of the early morning through 4, 5, 6 o'clock, it will continue to push on southward through the rest of southern middle Tennessee, North Alabama, and northeast Mississippi. This line here has the main threat of damaging straight line winds of 50, 60, 70, 75 miles per hour in spots. However, there could be one or two spin up tornadoes in the line. There's also a flooding threat with the line. But as far as the tornado threat goes, it's mainly the storms that are trying to develop out ahead of the line and anything back to the west in the West Tennessee, North Mississippi that tries to develop ahead of the line. So here over the next hour or so, I do think the main line is going to start sagging closer to our northern counties. And then ahead of that, over southern Tennessee, North Mississippi, North Alabama, we're watching these intensifying showers growing into thunderstorms that have the potential to become supercells. And if they do, they would have the main tornado threat. So we're going to watch things very carefully as we go through the rest of the morning here. We'll have live updates at the top of the hour, every hour, as long as the tornado watch is in place. We'll go back to links 1 and show the tornado watch one more time. Again, no severe thunderstorm warnings, no tornado warnings anywhere in the viewing area, just the tornado watch over southern Middle Tennessee in our viewing area until 5 a.m. If these thunderstorms continue to develop here over North Alabama and North Mississippi, these areas could be seeing a tornado watch here pretty soon. And then I do think one's eventually going to be issued anyway over the next couple hours for the line coming southward. But it may be sooner than that if these individual storms continue to develop. We'll watch things very carefully. Our next live scheduled update will be at 1 a.m. We'll come back sooner if necessary, if any warnings are issued. And if that includes a tornado warning, we'll be live nonstop until the danger is over. For Kelly Rawson, Ben Luna, Brian Wilson, and Sam Camp, I'm Fred Gossage, live from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. We'll keep you advised.